Hello there. Today in this series of land vehicles, I will briefly introduce you to the DINGO 2 GSI. The safety of soldiers has a special priority in military operations. With the DINGO family, Kraus Maffei Wegmann or KMW has developed a highly mobile wheeled vehicle that uncompromisingly meets this requirement thanks to its protection concept. In cooperation with the German defense authorities, the Dingo was tested and qualified in accordance with official test conditions. The vehicle impressively demonstrated its outstanding properties in extensive tests against ballistic threats, anti-tank mines, also artillery fragments and IEDs. The risk of injury to the occupants was reduced beyond the prescribed levels. Thus, the Dingo family has a level of protection that has not been achieved by other vehicles in its class. With a safety cell, KMW guarantees direct occupant protection against pressure waves and ballistic threats. A mine-proof seating system prevents the transmission of blast energy to any crew member. The protection optimized stowage concept for equipment and also personal equipment also protects the occupants from the secondary effects of mine and IED pressure waves. And combat wheels with run-flat rings ensure sufficient residual mobility over 50 kilometers in the event of a destroyed tire casing or a loss of pressure. This ensures that after an attack it's possible to leave the immediate area of danger under one's own power. And an integrated NBC, that's nuclear, biological and chemical protection system, also allows safe use in contaminated environments. And probably no other Bundeswehr vehicle has saved as many lives as the Dingo. As an all-protection transport vehicle or ATF, it's particularly in demand on convoy or patrol trips. Due to its relatively small dimensions, narrow and winding streets in built-up areas can also be easily driven on. Its Unimog chassis makes it agile and off-road. And of course, the Dingo is also armored. And this armor can withstand a few kilograms of TNT explosives and light machine gun fire. Its weapon station can be operated under armor protection. The ATF Dingo can generally be armed with a MG3 machine gun, the 40mm automatic grenade launcher, or a .50 heavy machine gun. The Dingo can generally accommodate up to 8 people, and the Bundeswehr owns more than 500 Dingos in different versions. They are mostly used in the Army and in the Armed Forces base. The Dingo 2 Combat Damage Repair Maintenance Squad is a mobile, highly protected workshop based on the Dingo series, which has been tried and tested in use for many years now. Together with a system repair sergeant, it is used to maintain or restore the mobility of damaged and broken down vehicles. The reduced security cell offers enough space for up to 3 soldiers, including weapon operators, and storage space for the necessary command and radio systems, as well as the stowage of personal equipment. In the unprotected functional structure, the extensive toolkit is located in a workable environment. A hydraulically driven 6 kilovolt generator provides the necessary power supply for the tools. Using the guying of tarpaulins, the load assembly with a lifting roof extended becomes a weather-protected workplace in a very short time. Possible armaments are a remote-controlled weapon station caliber 7.62, and it also has some other features. It has a maximum payload due to reduced safety cells. It has a universal interface for the integration of various remote-controlled weapon stations. It has a walk-in load structure with full standing height. It has an integration of a rescue winch, or a possible way to do that. It has a multinational deployment, and it has a flexible modular vehicle concept. But there are also the usual stats we always bring up with it. That's a length of 6.835 meters, the width of 2.39 meters, the weight of 13.1 tons, an engine power of 163 kilowatts, a range of more than 700 kilometers, and of course it has the protection against mine, ballistic, IED, and NBC. But there are also special features for this vehicle today here. It has a 3-man crew strength. It has a passive all-round protection for the crew against mines, shelling and booby traps. Those are those IEDs. And it has a maximum payload in the unprotected functional space. And of course, it still has a high level of off-road capability thanks to the unique structural connection between the load structure and the safety cell. A 230 volt power supply inside and outside of the charge buildup, and that's what they need to work. And if you want to know more about interesting military technology, you'll find my next video right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.